Welcome back to the KSS YouTube channel. On today's episode, we're going to be giving you a how-to on a familiar vehicle, a long-lost project, which is Mr. AWD Del Sol. We haven't seen him in a while on the channel.
It's been probably over a year that I've been on the channel.
Yeah.
About it. No, we didn't sell it. The Del Sol is back. I sort of lost motivation because behind the scenes, I had my K-Pro fry last year, and it just killed my motivation. There was other things that were breaking too. But now it's back. We're gonna have a K-Pro on order in the next couple weeks. There's some other things we did behind the scenes. The rear end of the car is done. We'll go back there in a minute and show you what we did. But for now, we're gonna be doing a little swap on the brakes. We're gonna be doing a staging brake setup. So what I got here is just a little staging brake from Amazon. It was $40, so I was like, let's do it. It just said to upgrade this. That's what most people recommended. So I got the Wilwood upgradable master cylinder, and then some other little things we needed was the brake tee, because what we're going to be doing is running the staging brake for the rear, and then the front master cylinder is just going to be for the front brakes. Now, disclaimer, I do not recommend doing this on the street. This is a track setup. Messing with your brakes it's an important thing, so if you don't know how to do it, I wouldn't recommend it. This is for professionals only. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. I also have these stainless brake lines that I got from a buddy. They're from an S2000. I don't know if they're going to work in the rear. We sort of tried it, and it might be a bit short, but we'll give it a shot. If not, we'll just use the stock stuff. But yeah, we're going to start mocking that up. And we also have to make a plate for the interior, but that's going to be a little bit later. Yeah, let's get to it.
Problem number one, we're going to have to find something for the Heim joint in here. Actually, I'll point to this one. This little clevis, ball joint, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have to find a new one with the Wilwood thread, which looks like some fine, like 5/16. I think that looks American, like SAE. It doesn't look metric. So we're going to have to find a Heim joint with that, or retap it, something. We'll KSS something, don't worry. So that's the first problem that we have to address. After that, we're going to get onto cutting lines, and then we're going to make some new lines from the master to the front brakes, and then the handbrake to the rear. Probably going to start with some rear lines, make the long stuff, and then do that Y. Get at least the rear done for tonight. After that, we're going to have to figure out the thread situation. So the Wilwood cylinder itself is in the bracket, but like I said, that thread is not the same as this Heim joint here. AWD's just starting to cut all in the proportioning valve.
This is hard to cut.
Oh yeah, that stuff is hard to cut. You got to get a good angle.
Yeah.
And that's copper line, that's easier to cut. But with small pliers like that, it could be a bitch. And I might have to give him a trick there.
Yeah.
I'm the brake line guy usually. I have to give him a shot. Or, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go deep on the plier, you'll get more leverage and it works better. Watch this. Press her hard right there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, because we need the fittings off of that to use in the rear. Because we're gonna be deleting it anyway, so I can just use those fittings.
Yeah, exactly. So proportioning valve delete. So we're gonna cut that, use the fittings off of it to make the rest of the car's front brake and rear brake system. So we're gonna keep on cutting. That's what he's doing right now. Yeah, pretty much cutting up all those brand new brake lines. I just thought about it.
Yeah.
Those were done like almost 2 years ago, used twice, and now we're cutting them again. Yeah. Do it again.
All right, here's a quick shot of what we've been up to behind the scenes. So the diff mounts in, the jack Spania lower control arms are in, axles are in. Here's a good shot of the diff in there, and the top brace, you just have to fully weld it in. It's just tacked. And now we just did, well, Kevin just did the rear brake lines. You can see we have the T there, and it runs to the other side to our other caliper. So now we just have to do the line that goes to the staging brake itself, and then the rear will be fully done.
All right, so now we've moved on to the interior of the vehicle. So what we did was run a line from underneath, and we found this stock location for the Del Sol. There's the stock handbrake line, and it's almost the same size. I just had to drill. There's a metal part on the backside. These two holes hold a bracket for this boot. So we cut the line to actually get it through this boot, drilled the hole a little bit bigger than 3/16 because that's the size of our line, and then ran the line through, cut it to approximate length, and now all we have to do is get the fitting. We don't have the actual fitting for the 3/16 line that is 3/8 by 24, which is the thread of this Wilwood master cylinder. So yeah, once we get that fitting, I think I have one at home. We'll put it on, flare the line, just bend this and put it into the Wilwood. But yeah, Aiden made this beautiful bracket here. It's similar to mine, but I'd say better because it's, well, it's proper. It's literally parts. Mine is all micmacked and homemade back in the day. So his is just a flat 3/16 plate, and then he made the bolt holes for the Amazon e-brake kit or handbrake kit, and then he made his bolt pattern for the shifter, so it raises up just 3/16 of an inch. We're just gonna have a little bit of a pain putting those clips in. So sitting in the vehicle, this isn't my car, but I know that it's gonna feel good. So you got your shifter, it pretty much has no choice but to be there. But the handbrake, like, it's at a good angle. This is the, I think he said the longer one. There's like shorter ones and longer ones. Like, this is just perfect. Like, I could feel that. I don't want to pull it too much. There's a little bit of fluid in here, and sometimes it pops that red cap. But just sitting, whop, it's gonna feel good letting go of it and stuff on launches. One last thing, I just looked at it, was the modification for the bolt pattern on the heim joint here. Aiden took like a nut. Yeah, he didn't lock it. So he took a nut with this thread that goes onto this the rod, and he drilled out the heim joint on the inside and tacked on that nut there so he could actually do adjustments because the thread size wasn't the same. I said that earlier in the video. But yeah, the whole thing is in. It looks nice. We're gonna just do this another day, but you guys get the gist of it, that this is how it's gonna run. And then we're gonna move to the back of the vehicle and do the flex hoses from the hard line from here and into the caliper. So and we're also gonna have to manage a way to get the flex hose out of the way of the axle, because we don't want it dangling or ripping into the axle. That'd be terrible. You will die if you don't have brakes. But let's go to the back of the car and do those flex hoses.
Moving on to the rear, we got a caliper on with a new flex hose, and you can see the new brake lines Kevin put in.
You guys can see all the lines that Kevin did. That runs all the way to the staging brake.
The only thing preventing us from bleeding it at this point is just getting that fitting for inside the car. So once we do that, we can hook it up and bleed it.
So pretty much everything for the brake system left for this car is going to be the front brake. So we're going to be running like a front wheel drive setup. So the pedal, your foot pedal, is going to be the front brakes. So all we're going to do is take the two lines off the master and send one to one front wheel and the other to the other front wheel. We hope you enjoyed this video. Finally touching the white Del Sol, Aiden's car. It should be ready by next summer. So he's going to be bringing it out next year. There's still a lot of content, a lot of stuff to film. As you guys know, this thing was going all-wheel drive. It's a started project. It was on break. Now we're getting back into it. Next few videos is going to be some all-wheel drive content. We have like a good, like 2 full nice videos and probably a third long video too for a little series on the 7th gen going all-wheel drive. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, so we're going to close the video there. Now, just a quick reminder that you guys have 24 hours left. Maybe not even. By the time this video is out, October 15th, our giveaway closes for the valve covers. Good luck to the people who enter the giveaway. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you in the next one. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the KSUs. On today's episode, we're going to be... Yeah, you stupid fuck. Welcome back to the KSS YouTube channel. On today's episode, we're going to get...